the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Hey, welcome to the Classic Car Radio Show. I'm Keith McDonald here with Mike Carano and Steve Charbonneau and our special guest, Joe Scazzari. Welcome, Joe.
Hey.
Nice to see you. That was you and me playing guitar together on that last one. Did you know that?
Was it?
Yeah, we were just kind of harmonizing together.
There you go.
Joe, your company is?
We got a couple companies, Scazzari Roof Services, Contracting and Consulting, and J&J Sheet Metal Fabricators.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know about the J&J.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Mike.
Yeah.
Before we get started, car shows.
You want to do a car show real quick?
Yeah, I'd like to do that first thing now because I hate pushing you at the end and forgetting.
All right, this Saturday, November 18th, there's a 5th annual All Mopar show at Boniface Airs up in Cocoa at 2555 West King Street, Cocoa, and that's from 10 to 2. That's this Saturday. Okay?
Okay.
And we also, this Saturday, Family Fun Day at the C.W. Willis Farm, and that's from 10 to 2. That's right over 3700 9th Street, Southwest in Vero Beach. And that's on Saturday. So that's the two local ones that we got going. All right. If you listen to us live on Thursday, this Thursday, I believe? Yeah, I believe it was this Thursday they're having the Dunkin' Donuts. Is it Thursday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday is Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
Saturday. So it's Saturday Dunkin' Donuts.
Indian Atlantic?
Indian Atlantic on
Yeah, that's a
Beachside.
great
There's usually
show.
200 cars there, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite show to go to because it's right on the island, and then the breeze comes in off the water.
Right, and then then Monday, which is my birthday, the TA Truck Stop is having theirs, and that's on Route 60 and 95.
So with that beard, you look, what are you, 90 now? Or
Yeah, 90, getting up there.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still older than me, you little bastard.
Feel the love.
So I was going to say that show, I go, that's where Doug Flutie brings his Batmobile.
Yes. Yeah,
It's a fun show.
He usually comes up to
There's
that.
a lot of other fun things, and then the Mustang guys peel out of there.
Right. The ruins it for
rubber,
everybody.
burning rubber, and
So that's what we got this week. That's what's going on this week.
That's good. American Muscle Car Museum put out a bunch of flyers, I saw.
Yeah,
right?
I posted some on the Sebastian Muscle Car page.
Right.
I got to post them on our page, too.
Yeah.
So I got to do that. And
you should do that.
And then next week is the Turkey Rod Run.
Right.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
So
you said you're not going to that, Steve, or you are?
Well, according to Todd, I am going. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
According to Todd, you're going on Friday, so you must be taking a day off then.
Really? I thought it was Saturday. I don't even know.
Yeah, we're booked for 4 days out there on the
you're going there?
campgrounds. Yeah.
Oh, you really? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do some quick news. We'll get to the news, and then Joe, we're going to talk to Joe about some stuff. First of all, car dealers are stopping customers from buying EVs. I guess it's a hard sale, and they're not as comfortable selling the EVs still. You know, they're more into the gas-powered cars, and they're better schooled on them. I guess what's happening is the EVs aren't giving them as much of a profit, so they're trying to steer them all towards the gas cars. They make a better commission on them.
Really?
They're easier to sell. They sell those in like an hour, where the EV people ask questions for like 3 hours before they even decide if they're even going to buy it. They want to take it for a test drive. All those questions. So, people aren't familiar with them yet. So what's happening is even though hundreds of billions are being spent by automakers on these EVs, the dealers aren't really that interested in selling them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't blame them. What do you think about those things, Joe?
They don't have to worry. The dealers, we'll bail them out. So it's not an issue.
Yeah.
The whole scam of it, in my opinion.
A lot of it, too, though, is like a lot of your dealership lots you go, they don't have a whole bunch of EVs on the lot either.
Oh, really?
So they're harder to get.
Well, yeah. It said here in the article that that 45% of the dealers, or 30% of all dealers surveyed, said they didn't even offer an EV, and they didn't have one on their lot still.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
just they don't want them.
Yeah.
They don't want them. They're hard to I think we talked about it last week. I was watching the Mecum auction and they had the EV Hummer.
Right.
The batteries alone are 6,000 pounds
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
just for batteries.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
the replacement cost. This is what I don't understand. It hurts us worse to make the batteries environmental wise, plus the people who manufacture and make them.
Yeah.
So, and then to replace them is, what did you save in fuel?
Right. Yeah.
I tried to tell me with the Priuses when they first came out. The Priuses, it was like almost $15,000 to change a battery. You think you saved that much fuel in 5 years? Because I
No.
don't think you did.
Yeah.
I think
no.
the Tesla battery is 26 grand.
Really?
That's what I hear.
You don't have any EVs, do you?
No, I wouldn't.
And then you have to dispose of them.
Yeah.
That's an expense as well.
And then the other thing is, a lot of your current shops won't work on them.
Well, you pretty much have to take the whole interior out of the car, right, to get
Yeah.
to the batteries?
Most of them are in the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, Steve. Current shops. Get it? The current shops won't work on them.
Yeah.
Electrical current. Get it?
Oh, boy. You're always thinking over there at McDonald's.
Well, no, it hit me right away. The current shops, I would think the current shops would work on them. South Carolina, these guys are smart. They're cracking down on the Carolina squat trucks. You know,
Steve's
these
favorite.
idiots that-
Steve
Yeah.
loves those.
You-
Steve,
you like-
yeah, Steve
you
loves
like
those.
those?
Yeah.
I've had people come in and ask me to lift them, and I was like, if we don't lift the rear, don't bother doing it.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there right now, even here.
Yep.
Well, the problem is they raise up the front end too far and keep the rear end. They drop the rear end, or they actually drop the rear end, and then their headlights, they don't adjust them. So they're blinding people going down the road. Their trucks are facing upwards, towards the sky, lighting up the moon, I guess. And they don't turn them down. So they're blinding oncoming traffic.
They're almost like a gasser.
Yeah, they do look like
Right?
a gasser.
Yeah. Well,
You're being-
they banned them on Daytona because the truck fest.
Right, yeah, they banned
Yeah.
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
because one guy had the truck sitting so high in the front, he didn't see a family. He ran over a whole family. And
Yeah.
I think he killed 3 out of the 5 family
Oh,
members.
gee.
It's just
Crazy.
ridiculous. It's stupid looking.
I had
Because-
the opportunity to drive my truck. I picked up 2 350 horsepower outboard engines,
Right.
and I had a trailer loaded on the back of my dually diesel,
Right,
and the headlights were in the sky.
really.
And I'm 5'4". Even if I had telephone books under my butt, I wouldn't be able to see around.
Yeah.
And and I rode all the way from New York to here,
Wow.
and it was really a nightmare. Very nervous.
Yeah, I'm sure the steering can't be the best when it's up that high, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully, hopefully they'll ban them all over the place. There's no reason for
They're
it.
supposed to be.
Yeah. So South Carolina banning them.
Yep.
So that's a good thing.
That's better.
Yeah.
I had to fix my headphones. Okay, so so they're going to start finding these people. They're going to give them a warning, and then after 180 days, they're going to hand out $100 fines on the first offense, and then next fine will be $200, and the third will be $300. So if they want to just keep paying to have their truck look ridiculous, they can. Did you say you liked that, Steve? Or you?
Nope. I won't.
No, I
You
was
were
just-
being facetious.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like,
All right.
yeah, I had people come in when I used to do all the lift kits. I still do them. And they ask me, hey, well, I just want to lift the front and I want to lower the rear. I'm like, nope, sorry, we don't do that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it
It's
can't
so
be,
ridiculous.
It can't be good for the wheel alignment.
Well,
or
what
any
about the
kind-
stanced cars when they have the wheels?
stick out?
Yeah, what is it? Positive caster,
Is that what it
negative
is?
caster,
Camber.
camber.
Negative
I'm sorry,
camber.
yeah, negative camber. So they're wearing out the outer, the inner shoulder of their tires quickly because they're
Yeah,
putting
they-
all that weight.
Yeah, and you
I
gotta
don't-
go. You gotta go through tires like crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't
they-
understand the theory in it.
Yeah,
at
me
all.
neither.
I just don't get it.
yeah.
There's a kid that owns a Genesis that's around here. He's a pretty nice guy. I met him at the car show. And I asked him, I said, how's the wear and tear in that? He says, every oil change, I put wheel bearings and tires.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what it is to show it. They tilt them out away from the car, and they do that to show off the expensive wheels they buy. So when they're driving down the street and the street lights are on and they're flashing more light.
Plus,
And
I'm assuming at that angle you could really lower the car even more, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
well, it
it's on
lowers the car as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does for handling. I would think that the handling would be horrible
Yeah.
all over the place. I don't know how you would align something like that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely ain't.
Yeah, you can't. There's no way, right?
No.
It's ridiculous. Some of these fads, I'll tell you what. Remember the fad where they used to make Chevelle SSs. Jeez.
You're talking to a bunch of Chevy guys.
I know,
here,
that's
you
why
know.
I did that. You're always making fun of us Pontiacers, so. Now, Joe, you're a Mopar guy. Tell us about your Mopars.
I'm a Mopar. I got a Galen Govier certified, one of one known to exist, 69 Roadrunner convertible. All stock except for the only thing that isn't stock on it is its four-wheel disc brakes.
Right, okay.
Everything else is original to the car. It was great. It was in Hemmings Muscle Machine.
Yes.
Was it really?
Yeah, back in 2016.
Oh, I should have that because you know something? I've gotten every Hemmings from day one.
Yeah.
In 2004 when they started, I have every one of them still. I'm a pack rat when it comes to Hemmings.
I think it was March of 16, and the article was Mean Green Machine.
Right.
Really?
Right. And it
I'll
took
find
pictures
that.
right
I'll
down
find
here
it.
in Sebastian.
Yeah.
Really?
Right at the Yacht Club, yeah.
I'll have to dig through a lot of magazines to get to that, but I bet I have it.
What surprised me is they put one of my other cars in there that I didn't even know they were putting in. It was a 70 Dodge Swinger
the Dodge
340.
Oh,
Swinger,
yeah,
right,
the Swinger, yeah.
That was another one-up car. It was the only one ever made with a factory power moonroof,
Right.
you know.
And that one you sold, right, at Mecum?
Yeah, it went up to 38,000.
Oh, that was
I turned it down.
Right, you turned it down that time,
Really?
yeah.
And I ended
yeah.
up getting $50K for that car.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good,
it went to
yeah.
Washington State.
Mhm.
So it was a good score.
Yeah.
Very much so, yeah.
Yep, there it is. Right there.
Anything else? Now, what are you
Jesse's
working on?
got
You're
it
working
up.
on some GTXs? I know.
No.
I got you.
Working on two Roadrunners, 1970 Roadrunners. I've got a donor car, and I've got a body which really
Yeah,
has
there's the
a
article.
great straight.
Bring that up again,
a
Jess.
great straight body 70.
Yeah, there's his car right there.
Yeah, there it is.
You found his car. That's okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got the two of them. They're both basically the same color. They're in the yellows, but we're going to be changing the colors on it.
So there's 70 GTX, you said?
No, they're Roadrunners.
Roadrunners.
They're
Oh,
not
Roadrunners, I'm
GTX.
sorry. Okay.
The donor car is a stick. The car that I'm restoring is an automatic, but I want to make that a stick.
I see.
And what are you putting in them?
440 HP.
Okay.
And I have I have a good choice of engines to put in. I got two 440 HPs. One needs to be rebuilt. The other one runs pretty good, and I got a 383 HP.
Okay.
So I was actually asking Steve, what do you think I should do? Should I put the 383 HP in because they're the same? They're within a few months of each other, build-wise.
okay.
So it's date code correct.
Right.
Should I throw that in it, or should I just throw the 440 HP in there for the power?
Right.
And you can tell
Steve
him what he
says
said.
what?
440 all day long.
What a big surprise.
Got ahead of power.
Hey, we've got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're American Car Classics. No, we're not.
No, Classic Car Radio.
I'm so used to saying that for
Yeah.
8 years. We're Classic Car Radio, Vero Beach. We'll be right back.
Offering 24/7 emergency services, Joe Scazzari Roof Services Consulting offers prompt handling of homeowners' insurance claims and has been serving the Treasure Coast for over 40 years. Scazzari's roofing experts can fabricate and install standing seam metal roofs on site, saving you thousands of dollars. And for those do-it-yourselfers, they can cut and fabricate your metal roof and deliver it right to your home or job site. Got a flat roof? Scazzari Roofing and Consulting specializes in all commercial and residential flat roofing systems. State certified and licensed, Scazzari Roofing and Consulting is family-owned and operated. Check out their website at roofservicesconsulting.com or give them a call at 772-388-7453 or toll free at 888-675-8106. Happy holidays from Scazzari Roofing and Consulting Contractors. If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Blue Dolphin Pools, strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. I'm Keith McDonald, and I'm here outnumbered by 3 Italians, and it's not pretty. It's just,
Watch what you say.
End up in the trunk.
oh boy, sleep with the fishes, huh? Yeah. Haul me out of here. Put a knife right through my wrist.
So we're talking to Joe. He's got some cars.
Right, yeah, we're talking to Joe. We're here with Joe Scazzari. I'm sorry. He's Italian, though. And so is Mike, and so is Steve. And I'm not. I'm the lone Irishman. Anyway, we were talking about the cars you're restoring, your
2 Roadrunners.
Roadrunners,
Right.
yeah.
So now, again, I want to go over to the stick on
Right,
the one
yep.
that I'm building. So I'm wondering what that's going to entail. You know, I try and do everything really cheap. There are sometimes I throw my money around like a madman. I found out it doesn't always pay.
Right.
You
Right,
know?
be careful.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to just be careful.
Now, are you the 4-speed? Are you going to go with the what's that shifter that Mopar has?
The pistol grip?
Pistol grip.
Yeah, it
That's a
actually
great-
came
that's a
stock
great-
in those cars.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
stick. Yeah.
So, in fact, Steve was going to put one into. I have one in my '69 Roadrunner.
Right.
It doesn't belong, but it's a short shift,
Okay.
and it hits my ashtray every time I shift
shift
into
it.
third. You know.
Right.
So Steve was going to put the long handle one, but it just didn't work because it came off of a manual transmission.
Oh, okay.
That was somewhat different from the tranny that I have in the Roadrunner.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we call that one the knuckle buster. It's not a rock crusher.
Yeah. But yeah.
When you hit that third gear and the ashtray's right there, it's a little tough.
Yeah, I fell in love with Mopars when I was a little boy. There was a guy that lived across the street from me, and he raced, you know.
Yeah.
He was a slick guy. I'll tell you, he had a Barracuda, 67 Barracuda, and he was running like a 383 in that.
Right.
And we'd go down to McDonald's to race up on Hempstead Turnpike.
Hempstead Turp. Yeah.
And it was really funny because he'd roll up and to race with that, you know, with that 383 in the car, and people be like, "Well, let me look under the hood." And he'd be like, "It costs you $500 to look under the hood." And I'm not lying to you.
Yeah,
And
no.
He'd set up a race,
Yeah.
and he'd go home that night, and until 5 o'clock in the morning, he'd be dropping a big old 440 with a blower in it, you know, and he'd go back the next day.
Yeah, and that's what happened to me when I used to go up to 231 in Deer Park.
Yeah, yes.
And
We used to
my
go there.
Camaro had the blower, the B&M blower that was underneath the hood, so you couldn't tell what it was until I took off, and you heard that high whistle. And then as soon as I used to take off, guys would say, "Nah, I don't want to race you.
Yeah.
We're good."
But
We're
no,
good.
he was slick. He would put a good motor in the car
Yeah.
and then just swap it out.
Swap it out.
You know,
Wow.
so he was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, some guys can just do that overnight
Yeah.
really quick.
Yeah.
Of course, back then it was even easier, you know, not as much to...
No
worry about
electronics to worry about. You just pull the engine out.
Yeah.
We did that the night before Todd's New Year's rod run with the orange Camaro. I had the noise
Right,
in the motor.
right, that's right.
Put
yeah.
it back in, and then it ended up being the new oil pan that we bought because the Felpro gasket was too thick. We had put the motor back in and turned the flywheel. You hear this little click, and it was like in the front, back, side. It was like, this thing's all over the place. Pulled the motor back out and had it back in the same night
Wow.
to make that rod run.
Really?
And what do you do with the 2 Roadrunners? You're just going to rebuild the one?
I'm going to rebuild
One's-
the other one.
All right,
The
one's better than the other one, obviously.
One is solid. It has no rod on it at all.
Okay.
The other one is it needs all new sheet metal.
Gotcha.
The frame is solid. Well, until I cut that chunk out of it yesterday to put it into the other
Right.
car.
Now, can you fabricate any of this stuff
Yeah.
at
yeah,
your
we
metal
can-
shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an 82 Jeep that Steve has seen that had a little bit of crusty rust down in the quarter on the skirt.
Right.
Just cut it out, and I had Pedro make a new one.
Oh,
It's
nice.
perfect. It looks exactly like it
Perfect.
should. And, you know.
And where's that shop located? The
Who-
fabrication shop. Is
Oh,
it
we're on
same-
the corner of US 1 and 4th Street.
There you go.
J&J Sheet Metal Fabricators, which is also the roofing company, too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've driven by that many times.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a fabrication company in there.
Yeah.
I just thought it was your roofing garage. You know, and kept all your stuff there. Anyway, let's do one more news thing. Actually, there's two. Formula One. You guys ever watch Formula One racing at all? Or?
I'm not
No?
a big fan of it. I just
I
don't,
watch
I'm just
it.
not that into
So I'll tell you what, nobody's watching because Max Verstappen, who races for Red Bull Racing, he has won almost every race this year. The Red Bull has it kind of wrapped up already,
Right.
and so they're trying to put together a race for Las Vegas, and this is the story. They're having trouble selling tickets. They're having trouble selling hotel rooms. Nobody's interested because the same guy is winning every week.
Yeah, and why is that? But yeah, I mean, you watch it. Why is Red Bull winning? Are
They just design their cars and engines better.
Oh, really?
In the off season, yeah. So I watch it. I haven't watched it as much this year. I used to watch it almost religiously, but again, my favorite driver is Max Verstappen. But on the other hand, he's always winning, and it takes the thrill out of it. It's just you don't watch it as
Yeah, I
much
mean, if
anymore.
the same guy's winning every week and he's always ahead of everybody else,
Right.
it gets boring.
Yeah, he's on the pole, and then he's running first, and no one can catch up to him, and then he separates out, 17 seconds ahead of the pack. Then he wins, and he gets up there and holds a trophy. They spray each other with champagne, and you go, didn't this just happen last week and the week before and the week
Right.
before that? So it's it's no more fun. And those guys are so safe. You don't see a lot of wrecks like you do in NASCAR and stuff.
Yeah, I just never got into any of those. Even the Indy 500, I couldn't. Any of you guys watch that stuff? No.
Here and there, if I'm home and I got nothing else to do, or like when I was sick with COVID, one out of the 3 times or something. Yeah.
No
You know,
interest in it,
I-
especially since I had my neck surgery.
Yeah, you go by too fast. You never know.
I started watching because NASCAR got so commercialized.
Well, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it has to be too.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's just like again, same thing every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I started watching F1, Formula One. They were all over the world, and it was fun to see all the different venues. But yeah, other people feel the same as me. Obviously, they're not spending the money. They're not buying the tickets.
And what makes it Formula One? Is it engine size, wheel size of the car?
No, they're 4-cylinder supercharged. I don't know much about the engines. Maybe they're 6s even, but they're every car is a $6 million car.
Oh, okay.
They're not cheap, and the teams are massive money, way more than NASCAR.
I wonder when NASCAR is going to go to the way they jack up their cars. Right? Isn't it like one? They put an air hose in the one, and it lifts up the whole car 4 wheels instead of going underneath it. Right?
Oh, are they going to do that next?
I was wondering when NASCAR. I'm surprised hasn't done that
Yeah,
yet.
well, F1, they just give it one pump, and the front goes up, and another guy does the back. Whoop, they go up. Tires come off, just the center hub.
Right. I know NASCAR does have the
whip
center hub
yeah,
now.
they have that now.
Yeah.
But they're in and out in like 2.5-3 seconds. They're done with the pit,
Yeah.
and they can't gas up.
Oh, they don't gas
No,
up.
they
now.
measure the gas before they race, and they just have one tank. That's all they get.
Oh, so they don't fill up at all.
No gas.
Oh, okay.
No gas in
Yeah,
F1.
see, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's why they have such quick stops. Those are fun to watch.
All right.
So anyway, sorry, bored you guys who aren't into it.
Well,
Maybe
those, cars,
someone listening watches F1. I don't
those
know.
cars don't take regular fuel, though, right?
Oh no, they take.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
Something.
reasons why I remember years ago they had people filling up the gas tanks and then poof.
Oh, really?
I think they were. I think they buy it from Elon Musk. That fuel. So
Could
What's,
be.
The old jet fuel.
what's Todd running in his truck?
He runs that thing on pump gas and then he goes
Really?
out to the airport every now and then and fills it up with some race fuel.
Yeah, get some avgas there.
all right, yeah, avgas. It's Donnie Myers does that too.
Yeah,
half,
with his
half
Roadrunner.
avgas.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
with his Roadrunner. Okay, we're at Classic Car Radio over Vero Beach. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away. Stick around for a little bit.